just keep doing the same thing and expect a different result, right? So you have to have enforced those other public health capacities in order to be able to cope with any signs of outtake. So we'll be able to sort of judge a bit more, and the modelers will take into account these new parameters as they learn about them, and the models can be adjusted over time as well.
Good morning. I'd like to come back to the numbers with regard to the curve on page 16 in the appendix. I know that you say that you don't have the figures, but the orange curve is very concerning. Do you have an estimate or an idea of the average number of cases that we might have in March 1st or April 1st with that orange curve? And if you also have figures for the gray line, that would be good too.
So Dr. New.
Dr. New here. Don't have the exact figures. We can, of course, provide you perhaps later figures from our experts at the agency, because they provided they provided the graphs and they have more specific data.
I thought we were talking to the experts.
Perhaps that's the best way to get an estimate, because I'm not able to provide that. Dr. Tam, perhaps you may have something to add. Not really. It's to illustrate the curve. The curves of the relating to the different scenarios. There's a very different situation in the provinces.
So, for example, if you looked at any number of those provinces, what they do now, if they don't let go of anything and a variant comes in, this might happen. But if there are no variants detected, that trajectory would remain more like the current state. But you know, it's to illustrate that if the variants do come in, I think from one of our previous questions, if the variants do come into a province and they lift the public health measures, that is not what you need to see. If you see a variant come in, then you need to increase your measures in order to get it under control. So that's pretty much an illustration, again, with the assumption of a variant as 50% more transmissible.
Assumptions!
Which is the sort of ballpark as well.
Yes.
So you can't be absolutely certain about
Can't
that
be
kind of
absolutely
thing. But,
certain.
you know, just for illustration, you know, right now we're only seeing under 3,000 cases a day right now. A variant that comes in 50% more transmissible and you release your measures, you're looking at thousands more a day. And remember, we were at over 8,000 cases a day at the beginning of January. And they could be more than that. That third sort of resurgence, that third curve going up, it'll be way more than 8,500 cases a day is what this model is trying to demonstrate.